Welcome back to Fuel for Success. Remember, this is the place where you learn the things that matter. In my last video, I spoke about why smart people, or most of the smart people, don't make it, or most of the smart people do not achieve what they want to achieve. See, we have a smart guy here. Now, this smart guy wants to fly really high and achieve his dream. But then, at the end of the day, he feels that he cannot really fly high and go there and achieve, and somewhere he feels that his dreams die. And his close ones, his loved ones, sometimes also see him cry. Now, why does this happen? How do we take a smart person to his star, and what actually happens in the process where most of the smart people don't make it? Let's understand that. And you see, this is the journey that he needs to take. He needs to take these leaps here, jumps here. All right? It's not going to be a smooth journey. That's the thing that we need to understand. It's not going to be smooth. So what happens is he starts off with great enthusiasm, excitement, motivation, but then these things don't last long. And there's a scientific reason behind it. I talk about it in my masterclass. But right now, let's focus on this guy wants to go there, but then starts off the journey and comes back. Now, why does this person keeps coming back to square one? Two reasons. Two things that stop him. Number one, habits. His habits, like we spoke, everyday, day-to-day habits that have been hardwired, ingrained inside our brains. And they have this tremendous pull, more powerful than gravity. So you put in tremendous amount of willpower and motivation, but then that's going to lose because these habits are hardwired deep inside. All right? So what do we do with these habits? Firstly, you need to learn what habits would help you move ahead. And after you learn, always remember you need to condition these habits deep inside your mind. These habits reside in your subconscious brain, the subconscious mind. So you make a conscious decision of changing something subconscious, that's only the first step. The rest is a system. It's a step-by-step process that helps you go to the place to make those changes happen. So you need to go to that place and you need to rewire the new habits inside. It's a process, all right? And that's exactly what I teach to some of my clients who want their habits to be changed at the deepest level and they become permanent there, okay? So first thing, habits. You've got to condition them. And then the second very important thing, you need to know how. How you got to reach the star. Now, these are strategies. These are skills that one needs to use. If you're a business person, you need to know how to plan your business, how to plan your marketing, how you need to plan your product development, how you need to launch it, how you need to have the right sales team. You need to know how to write the ads. So there is this whole thing that you need to do. When I say you need to know, that doesn't mean to say that you're going to do everything. You need to delegate leverage. So you need to know how to hire the right people. And if you are that one-man army, initially you got to be doing a lot of stuff. So you need to know the how. Now, there are two ways to know the how. If you want to reach a star, there are two ways. How many ways? Two ways. Number one is self-research, individual research. So you get into research to understand the nuts and bolts, the mechanics of achievement, the science of achievement, and it's going to take years for you to understand how to reach the star, and by then you might have just missed the bus. Or your priorities might change and you might not go there at all because you've invested a lot of time researching and doing nothing. So what do? What we do is a concept called modeling. Now remember this word, modeling. It can literally turn your life around and take you towards your goal in the fastest possible way. And you can also maintain your health, your balance, your relationships and all that once you understand the concept of modeling. What is modeling? So modeling is finding out who has achieved what you want to achieve. Who out there has achieved what you want to achieve, or if you're looking at achieving something very different and maybe if you've come up with something new, then you need to find out who has achieved something similar that you want to achieve. All right. Now, you would find two types of people here. Number one, a person who's already got it, who's achieved it. But then if you want to model how that person works, you need to learn it from him. Now, why would that person teach you? Let's say you want to go from 1 crore or 2 crores or, that's 10 million to 100 million. all right, 1 crore to 100 crore, or from 60% to 95%, why would a topper rank holder sit with you, spend time and teach it to you? That seldom happens, right? So they're busy in their own world, okay? So number two are the people who have learned it from the people who have got it. People who have learned it from the people who have got it. All right, they've spent time, they've spent their energy, they have met these people, they have spoken to these people, they have learned certain technologies and techniques to extract information from these people as to how a person can move there, what are the strategies and techniques involved. They've gone to different sources like books, seminars, that they've gone to these people, maybe interviewed them, maybe spent time with them, asking the right questions, learning the science of asking the right questions and extracting the strategies. That itself is a science. That itself is a process that very few people have. So once they do all this, what happens is they have dedicated their life to study the people who have got it, and once they get it, they put everything into a system that can be taught to others. And I'm not talking about your professors and teachers. I'm not talking about universities and colleges. I'm not talking about learning physics. No, I'm talking about real world success. Okay, and yes, of course, if it is if it is studies that you're looking at, then you got to look at professors and teachers and institutions and accelerated learning experts, people who can teach you how to learn faster. So here, once you find this person, now these people are called mentors or strategists, who have dedicated their life studying the science of achievement. They have found these patterns. They have packaged these patterns. They have given a shape to these patterns and made a process out of it, a system out of it. And anybody willing to take that path to learn these strategies and systems, what happens here is it cuts down their learning curve. Instead of spending years together learning something, you just spend maybe days or months together, and you spend the rest of the years achieving your dream instead of just being a learner. So what do? It's very simple. Smart people don't win the game unless they work on their habits. So how do we do it? You change your habits, you condition them. You got to know what habits help you. And then your old habits are hardwired, so you go to the place where you change those habits, right? If you want help, I can do that for you. Get in touch with me, and I'm going to give you the step-by-step processes to change your hardwired habits. All right. The next thing is the how, the strategies. You need to find a role model, okay, and then model that person, learn from that person, do exactly what he did. I'll give you a small example. I developed the system for students, okay? Now, when I transferred the system, taught the system to a student who was literally failing in his math exam, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th standard, pre-boards, he failed, single-digit marks. So when he got in the system, when he learned the advanced system, guess what happened? A student who was failing in math, he started scoring 100 on 100 in mathematics, and he went on and cracked IIT JEE in BITS Pilani. Now, you see, this might sound new to you, but truth be told, once you understand how the game is played, that is when you become a player. You need to understand how it is done. And that's exactly what the student did. And today he's leading a fantastic life. There was another student of mine, a business person. So when I gave him certain strategies that would help him change his subconscious mind, he went from 2 crore to 60 crores, I think in less than a year. Yes, these are all case studies. This is possible. And by the way, not to sound, pompous, with all humility, I have achieved my bit of success. Whatever I had written down, I have achieved those things. Be it my own house, a luxurious townhouse, be it driving a brand new luxury car, having more than 2 cars, and becoming financially secure, right? And maintaining good health. I have been practicing what I preach. It's very simple. Just being smart isn't enough. You got to work on your habits. You got to find a person who can teach you the how, all right? And then you need to learn that, and that's when you fly high towards your sky. Wishing you all the best, and I hope you see the wisdom in what I just shared with you. find your master, find your mentor. And if you allow me to be your mentor, if you allow me to be your coach, I would love to work with you and help you reach your star. All right? Like, share, and subscribe. Do share this knowledge with others. Share this presentation with others. And also make sure you're a part of the masterclass that I've been doing for quite some time now. Don't miss that masterclass. I reveal to you certain secrets that can definitely help you as a parent, and it can help your children. Okay, I don't do motivation. What I talk are strategies and workable strategies, strategies that produce results. So if you're a person who looks at results and just not talk and motivation, something that can be quantified, something that can be measured, all right? So you should be looking at working with us, and I'm sure we will be glad to serve you. And I'm also confident you would love our work. I'll see you in another session. Till then, stay awesome. All the best.